All right, fellas, I'm gonna make this video kind of quick, but the point is, you go somewhere, you're in a room, you're in a place, you see a chick that you like or you're interested in, and you don't make the move, you don't approach her. The time passes, and then everyone leaves, and then that's it. You'll never ever see them again, or her. Now, this is what's going on. Women, they don't make moves. You can look as appealing as possible 99% of the time for 99% of the women. They're not going to approach you, start a conversation. It's just not going to happen. I mean, they will give you choosing signals. Like, people talk about them all the time. Like, when someone's interested, they'll get in your proximity. When someone's interested, they'll give you eye contact and stuff like that. But even still, then you're going to have to basically man up your appearance, and you have to act on it, and you have to approach. You have to be on the offense. So like, just think a couple things. First of all, like, realize that if you don't approach her, it won't happen and you'll never see them again. So like, it's just gonna be your loss. The second thing is, like, don't be afraid of rejection, because you were rejected either way. Like, even if you didn't approach her, there's an ultimate answer to every relationship. It's either yes, it's going to grow, which is very rare, or it's a no, it's not going to grow, but it's just hi, goodbye. So like, you approaching is more or less just you looking yourself in the mirror and like seeing what you see. Like, it's the inevitable, so you might as well just go for that and just let it play how it does. Like, let the inevitable occur. So you really don't have anything to lose, but like, as long as you're taking care of yourself and stuff, like, if you step out of your house, put on a clean t-shirt, have your teeth brushed, mouth clean, floss, put some water in your hair so you don't look crusty. Just generally, have a good appearance, put deodorant on. I don't know what's with dudes these days and no deodorant, but even if you don't want like something fragrancy and perfumey, there are plenty of options. You can get like coconut scented, or I don't know, bergamot scented, whatever it is. Just put on something. Can't reek like BO, but give it your shot, because like I said, you have nothing to lose. It's the inevitable, yes or no. And here are just some tips. Like, you can't just go up to a chick and be like, hey, what's your IG, or hey, what's your phone number? It's unwarranted basically at that point. You have to just be like a normal curious person. Just be like, hey, what's your name? Okay, that's your name. What are you doing? Or what you up to? Or, given the context, just ask a relevant question. Now, the other thing is, with people in general, but especially with like men and women, so women don't care like what necessarily you're talking about. It's more just the vibe. So like, people think there's like these secret formulas of what to say and stuff like that, but it's kind of like this. Like, it doesn't even matter if you're saying like the coolest shit ever and like the most informative shit ever. If you're like talking too much or you're not listening to them, that's what they're paying attention to. It's the vibe. And so they're not going to be like too keen with you. So just be a cool person. I usually give it 2 questions, right? And at that point, if they're not asking you questions back, just be like, well, take care. Because that's basically, you approached them, you showed interest, you asked them questions, you listened, and then if that don't work, if they're not hitting the ball back to you, it's just they're genuinely not interested. So I think that's the second point of this video, is like, people say this phrase all the time, but it's very true. Deep, genuine desire is a real thing. Like, whether you're applying for jobs, or it could like business, relationships, even like your hobbies or your goals, like genuine desire is the impetus to all these things. So if that isn't there, basically it's a no-go. It just straight up is. Like, if you're talking to a girl on a dating app and she didn't respond to your text, don't double text. She's not interested. Like, trust me when I say women are on their phones all the time, just like how men can be, but especially women. Like, they see your text. Some guy on YouTube, he's really good, Luther V Fitness, he's funny as hell. He's saying how, like, if you don't hear back from a chick within 12 hours, you better get discharge papers from the hospital as proof, because that's like the only real reason why she wouldn't answer. She was like, that if she's interested and she didn't answer for 12 hours, that means she was either in a coma or something. So you better get discharge papers. But it's so true. Like, don't double text someone. Like, they're just not interested, and you have to move on. And you will. Like, I think focusing on making yourself better, prioritizing yourself, doing the things you want to do. Like, don't step into a person's frame, at least not too much, or not in the beginning, because okay, it's fine. Like, you're gonna have to do that. They're gonna have to do that with you. But especially as a man, like, you want to build a good frame and prioritize yourself, because it's just like, you kind of just have to do that. So yeah, if there's no deep, genuine, burning desire, it's so true. Like, you're not going to get hired. You're not going to hire them. You're not going to buy that thing. You're not going to sell that thing. You're not going to start that relationship. Like, that has to be there. And that's not something you can manufacture or fake, basically. So anything else on this topic? Yeah, just approach, because like I said, you have nothing to lose. You're looking at someone, you're curious, act on it. Like, you have to, like, quite literally, it's almost like you have to get up off of your ass and move. Like, you have to literally, like, violently move yourself and, like, force yourself to get out of where you're sitting. Because a lot of people, especially a lot of men, like, you're just sitting back, chilling, looking, like, looming, peering, and, like, dude, that's not going to attract. Like, you could look as sexy as possible, you're still not going to get them to come and approach you, because that's just not how the game works. That's like asking for a man to give birth. It doesn't work like that. So you can look as sexy as possible sitting down and thinking like they're going to approach you. Like, yeah, they may come closer to you, they may give you eye contact, but they're never actually going to take that ball and dribble it and shoot it. So, like, yeah, you just have to. And like, don't worry if you don't want to. Like, that's also, it's completely fine if you're, like, either waiting or delaying. But at the same time, like, even if you're on a journey of self-improvement, like, that shit could be an entire lifetime. So even if you're 1 week or 1 day into your journey of self-improvement, like, don't let that be an excuse not to go for things you're interested in. I think so. Maybe that some of that helps. But yeah, there's nothing worse than, like, you're, like, thinking about, like, damn, I should have approached and, like, introduced myself, or asked about them. Like, there's nothing shittier than that, because you just feel like a coward, right? It's like, there was no good reason not to. The only reason you didn't is just because you were being fearful for no good reason, and lazy a little bit. So, but also, like, you don't want to be careful if you cold approach, because, like, they're not giving you or they haven't yet given you choosing signals. Maybe they haven't even seen you. So like if you cold approach, like just be prepared to like be interesting, be nice, and be ready to get out. Like, because like it might not be like the right time and stuff and whatever, but hey, at least you like you tried, you know. You'll always look back on shit and you'll always be like, I tried, like I gave it an effort, not my fault, not my problem, right? So just some words of advice here, and good luck with approaching and not stalling. Like, don't be a staller, don't be like a deer in the headlights. That's the thing, like with women, they're herbivore this is like a good simile. Like I see, like they're like herbivores and men are like carnivores. Like an herbivore is not going to go up to a carnivore and eat it. It's not in the nature, but a carnivore will go up to an herbivore. And obviously that's a little bit of a extreme example, and I don't mean to say like there's that, I don't mean to be negative in any way, it's just that idea of like that's how the nature is. So like I said, don't expect an herbivore to come and you know what I mean. So good luck.